Hello, welcome to Plus 12 Gaming. I'm Roadkill, and this is part 3 of Dragon Age: The Last Court. Last episode, we got booted off the server in the middle of an event. This episode, hopefully that won't happen. So we've got 3 possible things to do here. Let's pick this one. An eventful week, the fields. I am determined someday to lift the peasantry from their unfortunate state, just as soon as I've solved the problem of who will clean the privy. The shame of Seralt. So we've had this before. So last time we picked this one, turn around. This time, let's do this one. Smoke coil. A coil of smoke rises over the trees. There are homesteads in that direction, sprinkled among the emerald fringes of the Turishan forest. Let's investigate. The aftermath. Fires still lick at the blackened ruin of the farmstead. The mud in the yard is grey with ash and churned by footprints. Some flee westward. Others, light and slender, circle the ruin. One of your guards pulls an arrowhead from the smoking wood. "Elf shot," he hisses. A star wind, high and swift, pushes silver clouds to and fro beneath the moon. "You've gained 2 peril." Okay, more. Sylvan raids. The homesteads along the hissing fringes of the Turishan were unprepared for the attack. You listen to the refugees' tales of a narrow moon that spread long tree shadows, of the lithe figures that slipped between them, of arrows that sped from the night, sudden as death. The knife ears drove us from our home. Let's do a proper voice. Come on. The knife ears drove us from our home. One peasant cries. We heard them laughing from the dark. So I can increase patrols along the edge of Turishan. The fields and the orchards belong to you. The elves need to keep their woods. High risk challenge, 24%. Difficult, alright. Revive the old hard laws of the Western Front. The Dalish rarely launch an attack like this without cause. Perhaps some of your folk strayed too close to one of their camps. Straightforward challenge, 100%. Easy. Okay, reduce peril, gain clues. Sounds good to me. Lessons learned. You learn a great deal from the new cases brought before your court. You hear of unsanctioned tree felling, of widespread poaching, of heathen rites conducted when the moon is blind. You punish the crimes appropriately, and people learn to avoid the Turishan. Scholarship is increasing. I succeeded, yay. I've lost 4 peril. That's good. My peril's down to 9. And I've gained 3 clues, a new total of 8. Onward. Let's do this one. The Smiling Guildmistress. She hasn't touched a crucible or worked the bellows in years. Managing the Glassworkers Guild and its brilliant, fragile personalities takes up her time now. Her glass sword rests awkwardly at her hip, the hilt spinning fractures of light across the floor. It's an almost impossible challenge to ask her advice. Okay, apparently I'm not good at asking things. Where's my cunning skill? The guild is an isolated pocket of Seralt, but she knows everything that goes on within earshot of its walls. No merchant leaves it without being interrogated by her over dinner. Alright, so the higher Seralt's prosperity, the easier this will be. So we've only got 40. Alright, so that's obviously the thing that's going on here. All these a lot. Perhaps not. I'm going to just choose not to do an almost impossible challenge. Omens. I'm just going to stop reading these Shame of Seralt quotes because some of these are being repeated and yeah, they don't really matter. Which omen attracts your attention? A visitation of ravens. They arrived one at a time, each hour bringing another black-winged visitor. Now a rustling host roosts on the battlements of the Heron Tower just above your window. Or a sudden storm. An hour ago the sky was sapphire blue, and the sun hard and hot as baked bronze. Now black clouds boil overhead, impaling Seralt town on silver spits of lightning. Let's learn more about the ravens. Inconsiderate guests. The dawn councils croak you awake. The waste stains the lower walls. What do the damn things want? A servant girl is on her way to the kitchens, balancing a tray of snails on her head. She sings a song of old Seralt, the stag and the rose. I've gained 2 twilight. These are bad things, I think. Yeah, these ones down the bottom are bad. That's fine. 13's okay. Wheeling crows. For 3 days they have circled the South Tower, croaking at dawn and dusk. The cook's boy swears one of them carries a serpent in its claws, but he has always struggled with an excess of imagination. So I can call for soothsayers to read the signs. Can they show me the future? It will give me clues. And my twilight will increase, 100%. Or I can ignore it. I have 100% chance of ignoring. But I may gain prosperity or peril. Or I can decipher the meaning myself. And that's a tough challenge. So... So, do I want to lose prosperity? Remembering that last chance, the last card with the guild mistress really requires prosperity, so I don't want to lower that. You know what? I'm gonna go for a tough challenge. 40% is not high, but also the tough challenges actually give me a greater chance of increasing things, yeah? So we'll go. Alright, I think I can do it. Dark times ahead. However you read them, the signs say the same thing. Dark days are ahead. No one is safe. Your sleep is disturbed by oppressive dreams. You wake each morning to the crows croaking at your window. My wise wood's increasing, and I failed a challenge. But I learn more when I fail, because it was difficult. Okay, I see how this works. I've gained a bit more peril. I've still lost prosperity. But I have gained clues. Okay. Still figuring out how this game works. It's kind of weird. Onward. The missing merchant. Okay, so I've gained enough clues now to trigger this quest to continue going. You track the merchant down to an ill-reputed house on Candle Street, where he's been indulging his fondness for contracted affection, strong wine, and certain herbs from the depths of the Applewoods. Your guards drag him before you. He makes a hoarse apology. I may have overindulged, Your Grace. You know what they say. There is no guilt in Seralt. You demand to know what he means. Only that no one cares what happens here, he stammers. A man or woman can indulge their vices in Seralt without worrying that word of them will get back home. Send the fool away. You've got the tints, that's what matters. I'll gain freedom, but lose dignity. So my freedom's currently at 40, dignity's at 34. Or Caesar's cargo. No guilt, eh? Then so be it. This will increase prosperity, but decrease freedom. You know what? I'm kind of angry at him. He's been indulging and not delivering me things. Plus, I somehow lost 4 prosperity in that last thing. So yeah. Give me money. No one cares what happens here. The merchant complains until it's made clear that you could have his head as well as his cargo. Suddenly silent, he shuffles away. Your new windows paint the hall in 1,000 vital colours. The stag of Seralt rears on the left, while on the right a blazing Andraste stands, masked in accordance with the local custom. They look magnificent. The next day is market day. The streets course with visitors. Peddlers rub shoulders with priests. Chevaliers ride past ragged vagabonds. Merchants bedeck their stalls with bright cloth. In your hall, your seneschal approaches with urgent news. You have earned a trophy. Trophies, secrets, and viands will become very useful soon. Click more to find out why. Here we go, this thing. I can adorn my hall, increase my daring do, or give them to the divine to win her favour. It'll be Andraste. Okay, and I now have 46 prosperity. Lost some freedom. Missing merchants found. So yeah, okay, cool. More. A miraculous opportunity. The message is from the divine, Justinia herself. Okay, so that's the divine, not Andraste. All right, clearly, it's been a little while since I've been reading up on Dragon Age lore, and by reading up I mean playing games. Because, yeah, let's just read on. Divine Justinia herself, 5th of her name, exalted servant of the Maker, supreme ruler of the Chantry. She is travelling to a peace summit, and her great progress will bring her to Seralt. We are eager to see, the letter reads, whether Seralt has redeemed her ancient shame. This is your chance to restore your realm's fortunes. You will hold the greatest feast in 100 years. You must win the Divine's favor. Serault won't have a chance like this again. Which approach do you prefer? The way of the hand? You will impress the Divine Serault's lavish hospitality. To begin with, you must gather 3 viands. That's not trophies, something else. Some other kind of resource. The way of the whisper. You will learn the divine secrets. She will favor Serault whether she wants to or not. This can take advantage of my cunning. The way of the heart. Serault's pride and her glory will win the divine's favor. To begin with, you must gather 3 trophies. Well, look, I already have 1 trophy. So that's an advantage. But you know what? I really want to be the cunning Vincenzo. 35 cunning. It doesn't sound super high, but I started off with a bit more cunning than the average, whatever that is. So I'm gonna gather secrets. The savior of Serault. You set yourself to governing Serault with a newfound purpose. You have 7 weeks until the divine arrives. That's 7 market days right there. And okay, all right. Now your hall is restored, new cards have been pinned to the bottom of the play screen. These cards are always available and allow you to raise resources, go hunting, purchase secrets, viands and trophies, or summon people before you. Playing pinned cards usually costs actions. In addition, more cards have been added to your deck. Alright, freedom hasn't changed, dignity hasn't changed, prosperity. Yes, all of these things. So let's just have a look here. Bags of royals. I guess royals are money. I have 2 authorities. Alright. Okay, so that appears to have sort of got us past the main kind of tutorial section, I guess, and into the next main quest. Why don't you join me in the next episode, and we will proceed.